Hi, this is Joe once again. In this lesson I'm going to teach you over 100 chords. For that to happen, I need to make sure that you know how to do an A bar shaped chord. It's this kind of chords. This is a B flat chord. That's a B chord. It's called an A sharp bar chord because if I go all the way down the neck, I get an A chord. Maybe with a different fingering, but it's an A chord. The second thing that I need you to know is I need you to know all the notes on string 5 of the guitar. If you don't already know that, I just made a video about it last week, so make sure you check it out. And there's the full instructions how to memorize those really easy. I publish a new video every week, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Okay, so let's get started. Let's say you know that the note here on fret 5 of string 5 is D. So if I'll do an A bar shaped chord and the bar would be on this fret, it would be a D chord. Okay, sounds exactly the same as this basic D chord that you probably know. Same thing if I know the note on fret 7 on string 5 is E, that would be an E chord. Okay, now every manipulation that I know to make on this basic A chord, I can also do on the bar chords. For example, if I know that this would be an A minor chord, if I'll do the same here on fret 5 where the bar is on fret 5, I'll get a D minor chord. And on fret 7, an E minor chord. Another example would be this. If I know that taking off my middle finger on the A chord would give me an A7 chord, and if I do the same on this A bar shaped chords, I will get a D7 on fret 5, and on fret 7 it will be an E7. Another cool example would be the sus chords. I know that if I take my lowest finger down from the 2nd fret, I will get an A sus chord, and if I put it on the 3rd fret on string 2, I will get an E sus 11 chord. So doing the same here, where I bar on fret 5 on the D chord, if I'll take off my little finger, I will get a D sus 9 chord. And if I'll raise my little finger 1 fret, I will get a D sus 11 chord. Same applies, of course, all over the neck. On fret 7 it will be an E sus 9, E sus 11. Another very useful example would be if I play only the top 3 notes on this A chord, that would be notes 5, 4 and 3. That would be an A5 chord, also known as an A power chord. Doing the same here on fret 5 will give me a D power chord, a D5, and an E5 on fret 7. Okay, so a few more useful chords would be all the 7 chords. We already talked about the 7 chord, which is picking up my middle finger. But if I press on fret 1 on string 3, that would be an A major 7 chord. So I could do the same for the D chord and the E chord. E major 7, D major 7. From the D7 that we talked about, if I on string 2 take the note a half step down, 1 fret lower, I will be using my 2nd finger. I will get a D minor 7. Okay, if I'll take it all the way back, that's my A minor 7. And if on this D minor 7 I will take also my 3rd finger 1 step back, I will have to change my fingering to make it easy. I will actually, on this chord, I will only need to play the middle 4 strings, strings 5, 4, 3 and 2. So it will be 1st finger, 3rd finger on string 4, 2nd finger, string 3 and pinky on string 2. That would be a D half diminished, which is also called a D minor 7 flat 5. Okay, if I take it up a whole step, it would be an E half diminished, so E minor 7 flat 5. That's the root note, E on string 5. All these chords, the root are on string 5. That's why knowing the notes on string 5 helps us to play those. Another pretty nice chord, which is not so common, would be the A7 13. if we change our fingers and play it with the bar on fret 5, D7 13. A few more very useful chords whose root are on string 5 are the Hendrix style chords. They are based on this chord. That's a D7 with no 5. If I'll play it on 7th fret on the E, it would be an E7 no 5. So back to the D7 no 5. If I take the note on the 2nd fret a full tone above, I will get the famous Hendrix chord. And of course I can move it around. If I take it a step down, C Hendrix chord. It's actually a C7 with a 9. Okay, so back to the D. If I take my pinky finger a 1 fret further up the neck, it would be a D7 sharp 9. Very useful chord. And if I take off my pinky finger, I'll bar with my first finger, and my first finger will be pressing on string 4 and 2. I will get a D7 flat 9, which is a very dissonant chord, but it's quite useful in jazz, for example. Another very useful chord, if we go back to the D Hendrix chord, would be the D minor 9 chord. And this chord, of course, we can also move it around like the rest. For example, if I play it on the 8th fret, that would be an F minor 9. This would be a D major 7 9. This one also moving it around. D major 7 9, E flat major 7 9, E major 7 9. Just take the same shape and move it, and the root on string 5 tells me which chord it is. F major 7 9. These are all the chords I'm going to show you today. Please let me know in the comment section which chord you like the best, or if you know any other chords and would like to share it with us, we'd be very happy. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.